Good afternoon, everybody. It's 87 degrees. It is sunny and clear, and it's time for Wild Health Genomes baseball here at Lexington's Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. As you get a beautiful look at the stadium, we're ready for baseball. The Genomes, holding on to third place in the South Division of the Atlantic League, welcome in the Charleston Dirty Birds, who are trailing them by just 2 games. So you can bet the Dirty Birds are going to try everything in their dirty little book to come back and take the lead from the Genomes, who kicked them out of third place. On the mound tonight is Robbie Scott for the Genomes. And now the starting lineup for the Dirty Birds. Batting first, playing second base, number 2 is Scott Kelly. The center fielder, number 3, batting second, Nick Heath. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 15, Connor Justice. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 34, Nick Longeye. Batting fifth and catching, number 10, Alfredo Gonzalez. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 11, Scott Burcham. And batting seventh, the first baseman, number 4, Tyler Blom. Batting eighth, playing left field, number 28, Angel Garzid. And batting ninth, playing right field, number 37, Corey Bird. We're just moments away from first pitch, and now for the Wild Health Genomes. Batting first, playing second base, number 9, Luke Becker. Batting second, playing right field, number 12, Felix P.A. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 25, Jimmy Paredes. Batting fourth, playing left field, number 34, Chris Shaw. Batting fifth, first baseman, 36, Samir Dueñez. Batting sixth and catching, number 13, Chase Velo. Batting seventh, center fielder, number 30, Anderson Miller. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 3, Clayton Melbauer. And batting ninth, playing third base, number 6, Dalton Cornett. And there's a look at Robbie Scott on the mound tonight. I'm Steve Tressler, and it is time for Kentucky Wild Health Genomes baseball right here in Lexington, Kentucky. Well, it's going to be a great game tonight, folks. We have 2 matchups. We have 2 pitchers that are matching up, I should say, and Jordan Stevens and Robbie Scott, both of which have plenty of experience pitching, both of which are awful hard-throwing pitchers. Jordan Stevens, one of the top pitchers on that staff, 29-year-old, 5.81 ERA. He struck out 43 batters this year. He's only walked 18. But first, Robbie Scott's on the bump. Robbie Scott, the numbers don't really talk, I should say, approvingly of how he's pitched. But let me tell you, for a guy who's 3 wins and 5 losses on the season, he's a dynamite pitcher. Through 42 innings, he's struck out 32. He's only given up 3 home runs. And the first pitch to Scott Kelly is an 85-mile-an-hour ball that just misses. So we want to welcome all of you here to Wild Health Field to enjoy baseball tonight on a Friday night, June 24th. And that one's in there for a strike. 85-mile-an-hour fastball gets in there. Especially want to thank the viewers from all over the world. We have a lot of viewers that tune in for these games from Central America as he looks at strike 2 here. A lot of people from Central America tune in to watch their family play. So to all of you watching in the Spanish-speaking countries, hola a todos los aficionados al béisbol de Centroamérica. And here's the 1-2 from Scott. That one misses high, ball 2. 2-2 now. Scott Kelly, 233 average on the season, a home run and 16 RBIs. Leads the team in walks. He hits this one right to the shortstop, and he fires it over to first for out number 1. So good play there by Clayton Melbauer. He grabs it and throws it to Samir Dueñez for out number 1. And here comes Nick Heath. Nick Heath is a new addition to the team. He's only had 44 plate appearances this year. He struck out 16 times so far. He's only walked 7 times. He's more of a danger once he gets on base. He's got some fast feet there. He can move. He hits this one straight away center field. Now sailing left and coming up as left fielder to make the catch. So Chris Shaw catches that one for out number 2. And Robbie Scott, easy night so far, 2 up, 2 down. Here's Connor Justice. Connor Justice stepping in. First pitch to him is outside, missing. Ball 1. Connor Justice batting just under 300 at 292. 2 home runs, 24 RBIs. And this one in there for a strike. Marvin King behind home plate tonight. Andy McPherson at first base. Third base umpire Bob Howard. This one hit left field. Chris Shaw going over by the warning track, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning, folks. 3 up, 3 down for Robbie Scott, and the Genomes are coming up. This is Kentucky Wild Health Genomes Baseball on the Lexington Legends YouTube channel. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, folks. I'm Steve Tressler. We did have an umpire change on our roster here, and I did not have the update, so I apologize. That is Darnell Ray behind home plate. Michael Rash is at first base, and the third baseman is Chris Wood. Stepping in here, leadoff hitter Luke Becker. And first pitch to Becker from Jordan Stevens is outside, ball 1. Ever since Riley Mahan left the team and had his contract bought out by the San Francisco Giants, Luke Becker has been the home run leader. He's got 9 home runs. Riley Mahan has been gone for a month, and he's still number 2 on the team in home runs, if that tells you what he meant to this team. 2-0 the count to Becker. Excuse me, yeah. This one in there for a strike, 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Stevenson kicks, fires. This one fouled off. You know, Stevenson has got a little bit of the Louis Tiant motion. Although he doesn't turn face center field completely, what he does is he throws your timing off a little bit as a batter because he kind of pauses and kicks, and it's not always the same each pitch. As Becker hits this one into left field for a base hit. So the first batter aboard for the Genomes. Here's Felix P.A., the former Chicago Cub player, comes to the plate. Normally wearing number 18, wearing 12 today. 250 batting average, 6 home runs and 18 RBIs for P.A. The name P.A. is spelled P-I-E, like pie. This one missing, ball one. Yeah, Luis Tian made that kind of strange motion, and you know who else did that, Hugh Davis? Satchel Paige. He also was Satchel Paige, people don't realize, that guy pitched in the major leagues the first time when he was 42 years old because of the color barrier. So he couldn't pitch in the major leagues. When he finally did, he was 42. Do you realize he pitched his last game at 59 years old? I mean, could you imagine a 60-year-old guy up there on the mound throwing? And he was striking guys. He threw 3 scoreless innings. The only person to get a hit was Carl Yastrzemski. That guy was unreal. Fernando did that too. Who else? Like Luis Tiant, Satchel Paige did it. Fernando. Colon, yeah, a little bit. I could see that. Johnny Cueto does it. Cueto, he'll do the craziest things just to throw the timing off of a batter. Count 1-2 now on PA. He fouls that one off. Stevens looks in. Doesn't check his runner, but kicks and fires. Runner goes, and he's in there safe as the throw gets down there, but the throw from Gonzalez actually hits Becker, and they weren't able to make a tag. So give Becker a stolen base there. And the Genomes now have a runner in scoring position, nobody out. 2 balls and 2 strikes to PA. What's that? Yeah. Give him a little shot there. Jimmy Paredes on the on-deck circle. Chris Shaw in the hole here. Here's the 2-2. PA chops this one foul over towards the Dirty Birds dugout. Beautiful day for baseball again tonight, Friday, June 24th, 2022 in Lexington, Kentucky. 86 degrees, a little breeze here, keeping everybody cool. Here's the 2-2 from Stevens to PA. He hits this one high and foul, going out towards the stands there, and somebody will go home with a nice souvenir. Now, what was Satchel Paige's first name? Do you remember? No, Satchel was the nickname. Satchel was actually given to him because he worked near the train station, and when people would get off the train, they would give him their bag, and he would carry it for 10 cents. And what ended up happening is he couldn't make enough money, so he made this little device as PA fouls this one down the first base side. He made a little device with a string so he could carry a bunch of bags at once, and his friends would tease him and look like he was a walking satchel tree. So the name stuck, and they just started calling him Satchel Paige. Yeah, that's right, Leroy Robert Page. Leroy Robert Page, born in 1906. Is that right? Yeah, he was unreal. Kids today need to research that guy and just see what a fantastic player he was. He was just unbelievable. Here's the 2-2 to PA. This one ripped to first base and caught. Nice job over there by Blom, the first baseman, as he caught that line drive. And Becker smartly stayed where he was. And now Jimmy Paredes will come up to the plate. Jimmy Paredes leads the team in doubles with 15. 287 batting average, 7 home runs, 31 RBIs. There's a look at Becker there on the left, number 9 for the Genomes, if you're watching at home. Paredes can be a dangerous hitter at times. This one in there for strike one, fastball, down the middle, 89 miles an hour from Stevens. Yeah, Stevens does. He pauses in the middle of his throwing motion just to throw that batter off here. Watch how he lifts his leg and pauses here. Watch this. That time he didn't. That time he went fast. This one grounded to second and thrown to first. Kelly to Blom for out number 2. But the runner does advance, and now the Genomes have Becker at third, and Chris Shaw will step up to the plate. Shaw second on the team in total hits for the year. He's only trailing Luke Becker by 2. 273 average, 6 home runs, 24 RBIs. And this pitch changeup in there for strike one to Shaw. Samir Dueñez in the on-deck circle. Watch this pause right here. See that pause? He didn't do that with Paredes. He threw off Paredes. That one missing low, 1-1. Becker with a huge lead down there on that last pitch at third base. Let's see if he speeds up this pitch. Nope, pauses again. This one high and inside to Chris. 2-1 the count. Chris has been hit the second most times by pitches on the team. He's been hit by a pitch 3 times this season. 2 balls, 1 strike. And see, that time, that was a fastball for a strike. And do you see how fast he pitched that one? No pause at all that time. I wonder if he does that. I wonder if he's tipping his pitches. Because every time he winds up and throws fast, he doesn't pause. Watch this. Pause. It's not a fastball. Swing and a miss here, strike 3. And it was a fastball. He's mixing that up. He's doing a good job of it, too. So Becker goes down on strikes. The Genomes leave 1 stranded. They do get 1 hit, though. We're headed to the second. No score here from Lexington. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Radio Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, everybody. As there's no score here as we begin the top of the second inning here. Nick Longeye comes to the plate. I'm Steve Tressler filling in for Tom, who usually does Friday night games here, but Tom not feeling well, so we hope he feels better. Nick Longeye is the home run leader for this team. He's got 9 on the year, 35 RBIs, 303 batting average. And this one misses outside. Actually, he hits the corner there. Strike one from Robbie Scott. That one 84 miles an hour from Scott. Scott has a 1.45 strikeout walk ratio. This one missing. Count goes 1-1. There's a good look at Scott there. The left-hander. Here's a 1-1. Longeye hits this one into right field, and that's going to be a base hit as he rounds first, but he'll stay right where he's at. PA picks it up and throws it on into Becker. And the leadoff batter is on for the Dirty Birds. So Alfredo Gonzalez will come up now and see what he can do to move Longeye along. So Gonzalez steps in. .284 average, 3 home runs and 10 RBIs for Gonzalez. He hits first pitch straight away center field, and moving in and making the catch is Anderson Miller, and that's out number 1. So that's the way you like it if you're Robbie Scott. Throw a pitch, let him hit it, let the fielders do their job, and keep the game moving. 1 on, 1 out, Scott Burcham at the plate. Burcham can be a victim of strikeouts if you get him swinging at bad pitches. First pitch to him is hit straight to PA, so 2 pitches and 2 flyouts as he flies out to right field. And once again, if you're Robbie Scott, that's just the way you like it. A fly out to center, a fly out to right. And he's only pitched 4 pitches this inning. Here's Scott Burcham. .243 average, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs. And the first pitch he sees is strike one right down the middle from Robbie Scott. 0-1, two outs here in the top of the second, 1 on for the Dirty Birds. Scott rocks and fires, so this one it just misses, 1-1. Nice sized crowd has come in here on Friday night to enjoy baseball. Quite a few people on the Pepsi party deck out there and the Mattress Overstock Warehouse patio. This one ripped a shortstop, picked up, and quick 6-4 out to end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the second. No score here from Lexington. Genomes coming up. This is Wild Health Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Radio Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington. The top of the second ended with a Tyler Blom ground out to shortstop. And we're beginning the bottom of the second here. Genomes and Dirty Birds no score. Genomes with a 2-game lead over the Dirty Birds. Genomes in third, Dirty Birds in fourth in the South Division of the Atlantic League. Samir Duenas steps in, 253, excuse me. The eyesight is not what it once was. First pitch, ball one. 3 home runs, 11 RBIs for Duenas. And this pitch doesn't miss the mark. Strike one. 1-1 the count. Jordan Stevens on the mound. Check swing there. And did he go around? They say he did. Samir Duenas doesn't walk a lot. He's only walked 2 times this season. He hits this one, a chopper to first base. Picked up and touching the bag is Blom, the first baseman, and that's out number 1 of the inning. And that brings Chase Velo up to the plate, the catcher. Number 2 on the team in home runs with 8. And I got to tell you, I'm a fan of Chase Velo simply because the guy is batting .253, but he's got almost 1,000 OPS, which tells you he draws a lot of walks. He's got 17 walks on the year, and if he doesn't walk, he hits the ball and he gets multiple bases when he does. First pitch he sees inside. Ball 1, looks like that was a fastball that missed. Anderson Miller in the on-deck circle. Stevens winds, fires, and this one misses as well. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a good look at Jordan Stevens right there. And this one pauses and fires. That was fastball, and that one caught the corner. 2-1 the count. We look at pitch track, and that one just in there. This one hit right up the middle. That's a base hit. And he'll make his way to first base. You see what I'm talking about. That guy, that's why he's got an OPS right around 1,000, even though he's batting .253. He gets on base. So that'll bring Anderson Miller to the plate, the center fielder. Miller, one of these guys, the lefty here, that just continues to get better with every plate appearance. First pitch, rips it to right field, base hit. Rounding second and putting the brakes on, though, is Velo. And now runners at first and second as Anderson Miller's .282 batting average continues to rise. I just said every time he comes to plate, he gets a little better. You can see why I say that, because he's really starting to perform. And now Clayton Melbauer steps up. Melbauer, 182 average, just recently joined the team. Played for Bellarmine University in Louisville. First pitch, hits this one, a ground ball, double play ball to second, over to first, and he makes it there. So they get one out. The force out at second gets Miller out. But Milbauer makes it to first. Justice and Kelly couldn't turn that fast enough to get him. So runners on the corners now, first and third, 2 outs. And the top of the order comes up in Luke Becker. Excuse me, Dalton Cornett, not Luke Becker. Luke Becker in the hole. Dalton Cornett steps in. Cornett from Eastern Kentucky. What's the name of that town? Pipapassus. I got a number of reasons to cheer for Dalton Cornett. Number 1, I like his twang when he speaks. Number 2, he's from Pipapassus. Number 3, he's a lefty like myself. First pitch strike. Nope, misses. Ball 1. Wow, I'm surprised that missed. And the 4th reason is he looks like he's 10 years old. You're talking about a baby face. That kid doesn't even look like he's out of middle school yet. Look at him up there. Looks like he's a middle schooler. This pitch is in there for strike 1. 1-1 the count. I'll tell you this, he doesn't swing the bat like a middle schooler. Luke Becker on deck. Here's a 1-1 from Stevens to Cornett. Inside, 2-1. Genomes and Dirty Birds no score. We're in the bottom of the second. 2 outs here in Lexington, Kentucky, Wild Health Field. No score, but the Genomes have runners at first and third. Dalton Cornett, .294 batting average. And he takes this one for ball 3, 3-1. One RBI on the year. He's a new signee here with the Genomes. Here's the 3-1. That one misses. And the base is now loaded for a guy on the team with 24 RBIs. 30 RBIs, actually. Well, when the bases are loaded, you want a guy that hits the ball, and here's the hits leader for the team. Luke Becker leads the team in home runs, second in RBIs, and number 1 in hits and home runs. So you want him at the plate. Becker, .283 batting average. And as I told you, leads the team in home runs. He could lead the team in RBIs if he gives this a good whack, because he only trails the RBI leader on the team by 1, and that's Jimmy Paredes. That one clips the corner for strike 1, and I don't think Paredes would mind if his teammate passes him up in RBIs, because they'll be leading this game. No score, bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Jordan Stevens right there on the mound for the Dirty Birds. Kicks, fires, and this one hit but fouled off. And the count quickly 0-2 on Luke Becker. Becker singled to left his first time up last inning. Here's the 0-2. Outside, curveball missing. 1-2. Stevens winds and fires. That one just missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Second inning. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Becker leaves 3 stranded. And boy, you can tell he's furious. That ends the second. Genomes leave 3 stranded. We're headed to the third. No score here from Lexington's Wild Health Field. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball right after this. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, everybody. I'm Steve Tressler. Michael Watkins will be here Sunday. I should be here back tomorrow, Saturday night, covering for Tom Zilla as he's been under the weather, and we certainly wish Tom good health and hope he feels better. Stepping up to the plate now is Angel Garcid. He's a 162 batter. First pitch from Scott in there, strike one. Scott throwing an 85-mile-an-hour fastball that clips the outside corner. Great night for baseball here in Central Kentucky. We appreciate all of you coming and certainly all of you that have tuned in. This one missing, 1-1. We've got a great team up here bringing you the game from Wild Health Field. We've got Matty Robinson on replay. Our DJ tonight is Will Painter. He's also the public address announcer, is doing a fantastic job. And just like Anderson Miller, he gets better with every game. This one chopped down the line, picked up by Cornette, fired to Duenas for out number one. And Garcid will have a seat. Logan Weiler runs the video board, always does a fantastic job. We got Cheyenne Watka on the home plate umpire, or the home plate camera tonight. Hugh Davis is the official scorer. Hugh Davis. Hugh is never wrong, Davis. Notice I didn't say Hugh, I'm never wrong, Davis, because he doesn't agree, but I would say his name is Hugh, I'm never wrong, Davis. As Scott throws strike one here to Corey Bird. Nobody on, one out here, top of the third, no score between the Dirty Birds and Genomes. Scott misses inside with this one, 1-1. Corey Bird batting a gaudy .409. He's a recent join to the team, but that batting average leads the league right now, although he doesn't have enough plate appearances to claim that title just yet. He rips this one, though, to right field into the corner. And boy, oh boy, was that close. That ball went foul, but by an eyelash. As you watch this ball sail, ooh, man. That would have been multiple bases. So Corey Bird just misses that one. Count now 1-2. I want to thank all of you for being a part of the game tonight and tuning in and watching. We really appreciate that. Especially our fans in Central America. He hits this one straightaway center. Anderson Miller scoots over to his right a little bit, makes the catch. And that's out number 2 of the inning. So 2 up and 2 down for Robbie Scott, who is coasting along here. Scott has thrown 25 pitches tonight, and 17 of those have been strikes. He's only given up one hit. You know, I think it's kind of unfair that Scott Kelly, the Dirty Birds batter that's coming up, he requests to have I'm a Little Teapot played when he comes up to bat, and we do it. I mean, he's the visitor, Will. Why does he get to pick his song and we'll play it for him? I don't get it. Why does he always request that one? You know, our players don't even get their requests all the time, but he gets to play I'm a Little Teapot. It's unfair. And the Little Teapot gets strike 1 called on the corner. You could tell he didn't like that. He didn't have a handle on it. And he was about to spout off at the mouth. Here's my handle. Here's my spout. Now, see, I'm kind of an ornery guy. So right there, when it's 0-1, if he would have given me that dirty look that he gave Darnell Ray, if I was Ray and that next pitch missed, I'd say strike 2. That's why I'm not an umpire, isn't it? Dave Kaplan, our official stringer, refuses to give in to my immature pandering. Won't answer me. He ignores me. But there's a reason, because I did say he smelled like cabbage a few games back, and he has not forgiven me for that. Oh, Dave, I didn't mean that. That was pillow talk, buddy. I'm sorry. You know that. Dave does work for Major League Baseball, so he's really... Let's just be honest, he's big-headed about it. We have to squeeze his head in when he comes through the door. He's like, the MLB's in the house, everybody. This pitch misses from Scott. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No, I'm kidding. He actually is just the opposite. You wouldn't know he did any of that work unless you dragged it out of him. We're really lucky. We got a great crew here. The announcing suffers, but the crew's pretty good. And this one from Scott misses as well. Count goes full 3-2 on the Little Teapot, Scott Kelly. And Scott is actually a pretty good-sized fella, so I just want him to know that it is not me that requested that song. I'm told it was you. Here's the 3-2. This one in the dirt. Kelly gets the walk. So with 2 outs and 1 on, Nick Heath will make his second appearance at the plate. He flew out to right field his last time up. And Nick Heath comes up to Fergalicious. That's actually the song I play when I shower. Whenever I take a shower before the game, I play Fergalicious. You didn't know that, did you, Dave? 1 on, 2 outs here, top of the 3rd. This one in the dirt goes back to the wall, and Kelly advances to second base. And just like that, the Dirty Birds have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Scott now, pitch count up to 32 on the night. 19 strikes. One and 0. This pitch hit hard but fouled and into the stands. Nick Heath, 200 batting average, no home runs, but does have 4 RBIs. He flew out to right field his first time up. The center fielder just joined the team recently. And the changeup froze him up there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, that Ephus pitch can really get you, huh? That one was 69 miles an hour. It freezes up a lot of people. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Scott will get a strikeout and end the inning. Genomes coming up in the bottom half of the third. No score here from Lexington. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball on the Genomes Radio Network. Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky's Wild Health Field. I'm Steve Tressler. We're beginning the bottom of the third here. No score yet. Felix P.A. steps up, the former Chicago Cubs outfielder. And we're going to see if Felix can get things going here for the Wild Health Genomes. First pitch he sees from Jordan Stevens, strike 1. That was an 87-mile-an-hour fastball from Stevens. You know, I was talking last inning about the great crew that we have that works these games, because this one ripped by PA down the first base side. Tyler Blom makes a sliding grab, smothers that ball, and tags the base for out number 1. But we were talking about the team it takes to bring you these games. You know, when you come out to a baseball game, it's not just the 9 guys on the field, or just 9 guys out there and a few guys in the dugout and a couple managers and coaches. These baseball games are put on by a staff that you don't see, most of which are behind the scenes. You see some concession stand people and some ticket takers, but there's a lot more people behind the scenes do a lot of work for just to bring these games to you every night. First pitch here, ripped but foul by Paredes. for strike number one. But it takes a huge team. And I'm not just talking about baseball players. I'm talking about technicians and sound people, video board operators. Guys like Adam Marson, the Marsh Man, Marsh Doggy Dog, the Martianator, the Marsh Man making copies. Guys like Adam Marson. Guys that buy 5-pound boxes of lemon heads late at night. Those are the guys that make this thing work. Here's the 0-2, missing up high and outside. Ball 1-2 now to Paredes. Jimmy Paredes, the former Major League Baseball player, has played in the show. 1-2 count. And this one missing as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Paredes leads the team in doubles and RBIs this year so far. 15 doubles on the season. 31 RBIs, 285 batting average. Here's the 2-2. Paredes chops this one foul, bounces off his leg. He shakes it off. My 14-year-old daughter was here with her softball team. They said Jimmy was the cutest guy on the Genomes. And I have to take her word for it. Because technically I kind of work for the Genomes too. So this one missing. Count goes full now. Paredes started with an 0-2 count. And he's worked it all the way here to 3-2. You know, I can't forget Darius. That's Maddie's boyfriend who comes to the game sometimes and pretends to work. It's good to have him here as well. Strike 3. Paredes swings, and that is out, number 2. So bottom of third, 2 outs, and Chris Shaw will come back to the plate. Nobody on, 2 outs. Chris Shaw, 271 average, 6 home runs on the year, 24 RBIs. He sees a first pitch here outside, ball 1. Boy, the field looks gorgeous tonight. Just looks beautiful. What a game baseball is. Come out here, enjoy the field. Nice breeze. This pitch gets by the catcher. Gonzalez. Pitch misses, and it's 2-0 to Shaw. Shaw, the left-handed left fielder. He struck out his first time against Stevens. And this one from Stevens in there for strike 1. Fastball, 89 miles an hour. Count goes 2-1. More fans continue to get here as the sun is slowly making its way down. Shaw fouls this one off, and now there's 2 strikes, 2-2. Group of kids chasing that foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes to Chris Shaw. Chris Shaw played for the San Francisco Giants. Here comes the 2-2. Ooh, man, that one right down the middle, and I don't know how it missed, but it did, and we'll take it. Stevens now throwing 54 pitches. It must have just missed inside. Here comes the payoff pitch. And strike 3 looking to Shaw, and that'll end the inning. No score through 3 here in Lexington. We'll be back right after this with Genomes Baseball. Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky and Wild Health Field, folks. We want to thank you all for joining us, and hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. No score here as we begin the top of the fourth. I keep on thinking maybe this is a 7-inning game, but then I realize we're not even halfway there yet. We've done those back-to-back doubleheaders. You get used to those 7-inning games, you know. Strike one here. Connor Justice at the plate, the shortstop, the right-hander, 290 batting average. Scott shakes off a few pitches. Now kicks, fires. This one misses, 1 ball, 1 strike. Robbie Scott has got one of the most interesting deliveries. Will Painter, I don't know if you watch Robbie Scott's delivery, but he whips his head when he throws. Almost gives himself whiplash. Watch, if you can see the monitor, watch how he whips his head with every pitch. Watch this. You see what I'm talking about? His head stays straight ahead towards the side of the field, and at the last minute when he throws, he looks backwards and then forwards and throws. It's almost like a sideways Fernando Valenzuela look here instead of the upwards look. And that pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Justice. Connor Justice, name spelled like it sounds, Just Us, Justus. I bet Connor looks at his wife and says, "It's just us." He chops this one over to third base. Cornette picks it up, fires to first, and he got him. And that's saying something there because Connor Justice knows how to move his feet, buddy. He gets down that line quick, but Cornette made a great play. And there's out number 1 in the top of the fourth. Here's Nick Longuy. Longuy leads the team in home runs and facial hair. 308 batting average, 9 home runs, 35 RBIs. Big swing there. Longuy was picturing that thing. Long and high. See what I did with that? See what I did there, Dave? Did you get it? Thanks. I'm pretty sharp, you know. I'm pretty real clever. This one misses 1-1. You know what I love about myself the most, Dave? Is my humility. I'm so proud of that. You've got to be proud of your humility. Vodka, you know what I'm saying up there. I'm glad she's not drinking. She does such better work with the camera now. Swing and a miss. And the count goes 1-2. You know who I feel bad for are the listeners tonight. They were settled in Friday night, getting ready to start their evening nice and calm. They thought Tom would be on. And now their stomachs have turned. They don't know who this weird person is talking and calling the game. Longuy fouls this one back. Right into the suite. I love it. They had the window open. It went straight into their suite. And it hit a rich kid, and they're hurt. That's hilarious. I'm kidding. It didn't hit a kid. We're just joking, folks. Cheyenne, calm down over there. Cheyenne's I was offended radar went flying into the red there. And swing and a miss here, and they got Longuy on strikes, and that's out number 2. So, big strikeout for Robbie Scott. That's also strikeout number 2 for him tonight. So 2 down. Alfredo Gonzalez comes back to the plate. He flew out to center. And Robbie Scott through 3 2/3 here has a 1-hit shutout going. Gonzalez, 280 batting average. First pitch to Gonzalez is outside, ball one. 46 pitches tonight for Robbie Scott. And this one misses as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Robbie Scott is a former Major League Baseball player. Played for the Boston Red Sox in the show. Right there he is. Also played for the Arizona Diamondbacks and working his way back to the bigs like many of these guys are. That one missing. 3 balls, no strikes. He's 32 years old. Went to St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Miami, Florida. That one fired in there for a strike, 85 miles an hour. That was a cutter there, looked like. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Gonzalez. Scott played a lot of outfield in high school and college besides being a pitcher. This one chopped down the the third baseline there. Foul. Cornett picks it up, throws it to the dugout teammates. Count full now. Scott at one point was behind in this one, 3-0. Three-two. Right down the middle, strike 3. And that's the second strikeout of the afternoon, of the inning, third of the day for Scott. As we head to the bottom half of the fourth, still no score in Lexington. We'll be back with Wild Health Genomes Baseball right after this. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, everybody. You know, it's really hot out. We're in the middle of a heat wave here in Lexington and the surrounding areas in central Kentucky. So, you know, we had a scare today. My son actually had a little bit of I think it was heat cramps where he couldn't feel his legs. He's 11 years old. He couldn't feel his legs. He's a little dizzy. He couldn't see. He was spotty vision. And it's because he was dehydrated. He'd been playing outside all day and not drinking enough water or enough fluids. So, folks, please, he's fine now, but, just as a reminder, folks, please drink fluids and try to stay out of the heat. And if you're going to be in the heat, continue to drink fluids and stay hydrated and stay safe. Samir Dueñez at the plate. Fouls this one back. That's strike number 2. First pitch in there, strike 1. He fouls that one for strike 2. Dueñez, 250 batter, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. We like to have fun up here in the broadcast booth. We like to have fun during these games, but your health and your hydration are nothing to mess with and joke about. So please stay hydrated and keep an eye on each other, especially the little ones and the elderly. When we have heat like this, please check in on your family members. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dueñez, the first baseman, the lefty. Swing and a miss there, and he'll strike out. And that's out number 1 of the bottom half of the 4th here. We told you before the game, both of these pitchers throw hard. Both of these pitchers are good at what they do. And you can see now through 4, no score yet, that's certainly the case. Chase Velo steps in. The Genomes catcher. Chase singled to center. First time up, hits this one. Straightaway center field coming in to make the catch is Heath, and he just gets there. And you could tell he's like, oh, I kind of misjudged that one. But he makes the catch for out number 2. 60 pitches tonight so far for Jordan Stevens, the starter for the Dirty Birds. 60 pitches, 38 strikes. And now Anderson Miller comes back to the plate. He's 1 of 1 tonight. 1 for 1, 288 average on the season. 3 home runs. And this one missing inside, ball 1. He singled to right last time up. And the 1-0, he hits foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to Miller. 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th. Stevens winds, fires, and almost hits Miller with that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. I don't think there's any intent to try to hit him. And this one missing inside. 3-1 the count now. Jordan Stevens, just like Robbie Scott, has a 1-4 record. Scott 3-5, but you can tell neither one of these guys, their records don't speak for what great pitchers they are at times. That one hits the corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Through 57 innings, Stevens has struck out 43. And you talk about a good strikeout to walk ratio. Robbie Scott has basically a 1.5. For every walk, he'll strike out 1.5 batters. For every walk Stevens throws, he'll strike out 2.5 batters. And you get a walk strikeout ratio of 2-1 or better, and that's saying a lot. Here's the payoff pitch, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. This one missing, and Miller continues to get better with every bat. This time draws a walk. Last time got a single. Every time he reaches base, he keeps raising that OPS, which is now just under 900 on the season. And it's good to see because he struggled early, if you remember. Miller struggled quite a bit early, and finally, with more repetitions, like anything, repetition is the mother of success. He got better. Here's Clayton Milbauer. He looks at strike 1 there. Clayton surprised everybody in the stadium the other day when he belted a home run off the Legends. His first professional home run of his career. One on, 2 outs. Stevens checks Miller behind him there at first base. Here's the 1-1. Now kicks and fires. That one in there, strike 2. Now see, that time, if you watch Dave, that time, out of the stretch, his pitching motion was really fast. He immediately lifted his leg and threw. Now this time, he may lift his leg, pause, and throw. This one chopped over to third, and a little backhand throw there from the third baseman, Burcham, over to Kelly, and that'll end the inning. No score through 4. We'll be back top of the 5th right after this. This is Kentucky Wild Health Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Radio Network. Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky's Wild Health Field here on the north side of Lexington. Kentucky's Wild Health Genomes hosting the Charleston Dirty Birds here tonight. Beautiful night for baseball. Nice cool breeze cooling everybody off, and the sun's starting to set here. It's got about an hour of sunshine left, but strike 1 here to Scott Burcham, who made the final out to end the bottom half of the 4th for the Legends, or excuse me, for the Genomes. But a beautiful night for baseball. The sun is behind the tree line at least, so that's cooled everything off. This one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike to Burcham. 243 average. Scott and Stevens both pitching shutouts through 4 innings. The 1-1 from Scott missing. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Burcham has struck out the second most times on his team. He hits this one, though, deep right field. And heading over there into foul territory, making a great catch is Felix P.A. And that's out number one. Great job by the former Cub. Tyler Blum now, the first baseman, comes to the plate. Tyler batting .304. No home runs, 8 RBIs. Scott looks in. Now winds and fires. And this pitch hit hard but foul. And that'll be strike one to Tyler Blum. Nice crowd here tonight on a Friday night. This one misses, 1-1 the count. Excuse me, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here, top of the 5th. No score in Lexington between the Genomes and Dirty Birds. Blum hits a rocket to third. Cornett smothers it, fires to first, and not going to get him as Blum runs that one out. With a replay here, the official score is reviewing. What do you got officially there? A hit? So the official score gives that one a hit. And now Angel Garcid comes back up. Strike one to Garcid. Garcid, a 159 batter, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 1 on, 1 out for him. 547 OPS for Garcid. The name Garcid actually is Spanish for I strike out. That's weird. Wonder if that means baseball. And that's why the MLB will never call, folks. This one inside to Garcid, 2 balls, 1 strike. You know, I keep seeing the same guy in that picture right there. See the guy on the left of Robbie Scott and the fans there, the black shirt with the red hair guy? I keep seeing his shirt, Pixies. Remember the Pixies? The Baser, remember that song? This one rocketed foul for strike 2. You remember that song, Hugh Davis? Debaser. No? Did you ever watch the show Rescue Me? Back on FX in the early 2000s. They used to use a Debaser song for their opening credits. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Blum at first base after the base hit. Here's Angel Garcid, 2 strikes on him. Scott fires this one, and, oh, man, he called that a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Darnell Ray's so much bigger than me, the umpire. You know what? Good call, Darnell. I agree. I don't want him up here before a game one day, mad at me. Count goes full now. There's some good baseball fans right there. Here's a payoff pitch from Scott. Runner goes. Ball popped up in the air. Now he'll have to backtrack back. Tyler Blum has to go all the way back to first as Melbauer makes the catch at shortstop. There's 2 outs. And now Corey Bird comes up for his second trip to the plate tonight. The right fielder flew out to center. Scott throws over to first. Blom gets back. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. No score here in Lexington, Kentucky. Between the Genomes, Kentucky Wild Health Genomes, and the Charleston, West Virginia Dirty Birds. Strike. Swing and a miss here from Bird. I mean, what other team was Corey Bird going to play for in this league? Corey Bird. He's a dirty bird. Come on. Corey Dirty Bird at the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Nice look at Jimmy Paredes' headband and face. That extreme close-up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the 1-1. This one missing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kentucky's Wild Health Genomes has a lot of great corporate sponsors that we owe a lot of thanks to. Pepsi Cola, Pepsi Bottling Cola. Is it Pepsi Cola Bottling Company? Is that what they say? Yeah, that's what they say. Pepsi Cola Bottling Company of Central Kentucky. Bird rips this one into right field for a base hit. PA grabs it, throws it in. Tyler Blom gets to second, but no further. They must have watched some film because PA threw out somebody a couple weeks ago from right field to third base, and they must have gotten the video of that because they did not challenge his arm. So 2 on and 2 outs now for the Dirty Birds. Go! Scott Kelly is the top of the lineup. He'll come back to the batter's box here. And in 2 trips to the plate tonight, Scott Kelly is grounded out to short. We always play that for him. Why does he get to have his song that he loves? We're playing Teapot again for this guy. It's what? Oh, that was a little leprechaun? Oh, I love it. You know, I was the leprechaun for Fitzpatrick Furniture for all their commercials. Did you know that? I swear. If you get on YouTube and get those commercials, I was the Fitzpatrick Furniture leprechaun. So that ball misses. 1 ball, no strikes. They played my favorite song, Little Leprechaun. Hey, but if you are going to get furniture, I want you to go to Mattress Overstock. Please do that. Scott checks his runner at second and fires. That one missed. I don't know where. 2 balls, no strikes. I'm going to look at the pitch tracker here. Pitch tracker says that one was outside. Swing and a miss here. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Scott gets him with that 82-mile-an-hour drop. Boy, I tell you what, I love looking around the ballpark, seeing everybody enjoy a cold beverage. Some people are drinking water. Some are having a cold beer. Some are having a cold Pepsi. Some are drinking Orange Crush. Hugh Davis, our official scorer, staying alert with his cold Pepsi Cola up here. Strike 2. Scott Kelly doesn't like that. And he can drink a big glass of Suck It Up because you can't change Darnell Ray's mind. Right, Dave? Never. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Scott readies. Checks his runner at second, kicks and fires. This one hit up the middle, right past Scott into center field. One runner's going to come in to score. He'll make it. And the Dirty Birds doing dirty work here as they get on the bird, as they score first. One bird comes across the plate, and it's 1-0. Sorry, folks, I had to mute my microphone. Cheyenne Wadka, our camera lady here, gets really angry, and a lot of profanities come out when other teams score. Sorry, Cheyenne. You got family listening? Oh, well, they're not going to hear this. You're good. But if you do watch, I made that up. Cheyenne does a great job. She's fun to work with. She does not use profanity. She has a very welcoming smile and easygoing attitude. And she knows how to just roll her eyes at me, which is reminiscent of most women in my family. Swing and a miss here. 0-2 the count now to Nick Heath, the left-handed center fielder for the Dirty Birds. Runners at first and second. Dirty Birds get on the board on a base hit by Scott Kelly, the little teapot. Here's the 0-2 to Heath. He chops this right back to the first baseman, Duenas. He touches the bag, and that'll end the inning. But they do get one run on 3 hits. They leave 2 stranded. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. The Dirty Birds won. Your Genomes nothing. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. 1-0 Dirty Birds as they get a run in the top half of the 5th. First pitch to Dalton Cornett is fouled off. Dalton Cornett batting .294. Where's he from again? Alice Lloyd College. What town? Pippa-Passes. Pippa-Passes in the house. And this one fouled off as well. No balls, 2 strikes. Hey, Darius. He's not in there? Oh, man, I was going to ask Darius something. This one inside, 1-2 the count. Folks, the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes, in their inaugural year of baseball here in Lexington, Kentucky. And here's your trivia question. As this one misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Cornett. What is a genome? What's that? That's a gnome. Cheyenne, you are precious. I said, what's a genome? She goes, oh, it's that little statue thing with the beard and hat. This one ripped right to first base and picked up by Tyler Baum. He'll touch the bag, and that's out number 1. Cornett grounds out to first. Now the top of the order coming up, Luke Becker. A genome is a set of chromosomes in each cell of a multicellular organism. So every cell in your body has millions of genomes. And this one fouled down the third base line by Becker. You know, a lot of people don't understand small ball. Small ball, do you know what small ball is, Dave? A lot of people don't get small ball, and they don't use it anymore because of the home run era, you know? The home run era almost put an end to small ball. Small ball is getting runs by way of bunts, walks, singles, aggressive base running, and it's almost something you don't see much of anymore. And there's ways to play small ball and take advantage of it. This pitch inside, 2 balls and 1 strike now to Becker. If you bunt somebody on, or if you get a runner at second and you get a guy that shows bunt, that whole infield is going to step in a step to stop the bunt, right? Well, then he swings away, and something like that, because they were up high for the bunt, becomes a base hit. Now think if they would have been in normal position right there, Dave. The third baseman was way up, right, for the bunt. The shortstop was off to the right. If they would have been in normal position, that was a ground out. But Becker showed bunt. The third baseman comes in, and he gets the ball right by him. And that's why he's on base. And that is what small ball is, folks. Felix P.A. steps up. Becker gets on base with a single to left. And the first pitch PA sees is strike 1. You know what I love about the Genomes? From day one, they have had a will to win even when they weren't winning. These guys came out every single day. They have played hard. And Anderson Miller says he absolutely loves the guys on this team. He said every one of us get along, and that's been the best part about playing for the Genomes. And Miller's played for plenty of baseball teams, but he says this group of guys, they truly like each other, and that's what makes a winning team. When you are out there and you're playing for your team and not just for your numbers, that's what it takes to be a winning team. Team chemistry, absolutely, Hugh. PA hits this ground ball to short. It's a double play ball, and just like that, a 6-3 double play ends the inning. Well, after 5, Dirty Birds still in the lead here, 1-0. We'll be back with more Genomes Baseball right after this. You're listening to Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Radio Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field here in Lexington, Kentucky. As we begin the top of the sixth, the Dirty Birds, hard at it, doing their dirty work. Robbie Scott has only allowed 4 hits tonight, 1 run. Stevens, his counterpart, 4 hits, no runs. Connor Justice at the plate, .288 average, 2 home runs on the season. Hits this pitch, right field. PA coming in, racing, makes the catch. What a play by the former Chicago Cub outfielder Felix PA for out number 1. Here's Nick Longuey, .306 average. The Dirty Birds home run and RBI leader, 35 RBIs, 9 home runs. First pitch from Scott missing. Long high, as Keith Hardiman would say, does have light tower power. He chops this one to the shortstop. Picked up, fired over to first, and they get him. What a play over there by the shortstop, Melbauer, as he makes a great throw. As you watch the replay here, great job by Matty Robinson bringing that replay up. And the one bouncer to Duenas for the out. So 2 up, 2 down so far here in the 6th for Scott. Here's the catcher, Alfredo Gonzalez. He's a .276 batter, 3 home runs and 10 RBIs. Hits the first pitch he sees right to Cornette. Cornette fires to Duenas. He stretches, makes the catch, and 3 up and 3 down. That was easy work for the Genomes. Let's see if they can get those bats hopping now. This is Genomes Baseball, the Genomes Radio Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field. Jimmy Paredes steps in. 283 average. 283 average for Paredes. 7 home runs, 31 RBIs. He looks in ball one there, 1-0. And looks at a Eva's pitch there, it looks like. For strike one, 1-1. Paredes a dangerous hitter at times. This one missing the corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Paredes, a former major leaguer. Here's a 2-1 from Stevens. Paredes rips this one into right field for a base hit. You know, if you're a casual fan, or if you're tuned into the game tonight because you're forced to, because your husband's watching it, and you're scrolling through your phone and you hear us say an ephus pitch, let me tell you what that is. An ephus pitch, spelled E-E-P-H-U-S, is a pitch that's very high arcing. It is a off-speed pitch, which kind of confuses the batter. They have no idea why a guy who throws 90 throws the ball up in the air and just kind of bloops the ball in there. Swing and a miss here to Chris Shaw. Shaw, 270 average, 6 home runs, 24 RBIs. He's number 3 or 4 in the batting order. He's a cleanup hitter. He's struggled as of late, 9 strikeouts in the last 3 games. But one thing about Chris Shaw is he's a professional. He will come back from this, and all it takes is one swing of the bat, one good stroke from the bat, and that'll put him back on track. But the ephus pitch is usually low velocity. It catches the hitter off guard, and it's thrown overhand like any other pitch. But it's hard to hit because you're not ready for anything like it. Swing here by Shaw, and he fouls it off, 1-2. Now, you may be asking yourself, why is it called an ephus pitch? Well, a player named Rip Sewell, who played for the Pittsburgh Pirates, came up with this pitch in the 1940s because it was a junk pitch. It was nothing special. But the word ephus is a Hebrew phrase which means nothing. So they called it an ephus pitch, which is where it came from. It's called basically a nothing pitch. It's not fast. It's not slow. It's just nothing. You just toss it in there. This pitch here, missing outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now to Chris Shaw. Two balls, 2 strikes now. Stevens. Runner on first, no outs. Bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss here. And Shaw, for the 10th time in 3 games, goes down on strikes. My man, you will get through this, Chris. And now Samir Dueñas comes back to the plate. He grounded out to first base his first time up. He struck out his second time up. 1 out here, bottom of the 6th. Hey, I do want to say hello to Hugh Davis, his family, our official scorer. Samir hits a grounder to second. They toss to first. They toss to second over to first. They can't get the double play. Kelly threw to Justice. Justice to Blom, but Justice not able to get that throw fast enough to get the base runner, Samir Dueñas. So Shaw strikes out. Dueñas out at second. Or Paredes out at second. Dueñas reaches on a fielder's choice there. And now Chase Velo comes to the plate. He's the home run leader on the team. It'd be nice for him to start getting the bat back in order here. But hello to Hugh Davis's family, who's here from Berea. It is the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. I want to give them a shout out here. And I'm saying bottom of the 6, 2 outs, so Hugh Davis can find the shout out when he goes back and watches the game. As you get a look at Samir Duenas there at first base. But nice for them to come out here, and I mean this with all sincerity. Hugh Davis, not only a consummate pro, but one of the nicest guys I think I've met in recent times. And it's an honor to work with him. This one ripped into left field for a base hit. Chase Velo moves Duenas to second, and they're in business now with runners at first and second. 2 outs. Now, they've done this a couple times tonight and have not been able to produce any runs off of Stevens. But if I had to pick somebody out of the lineup who's been swinging the bat well and I think could come in here and do something, this would be the guy. Anderson Miller grew up here in Lexington, Kentucky, has a newborn baby, Kai. Let's get a hit for Kai, Daddy. Let's knock in a run and make Miss Miller and Kai Miller proud here. He rips this right up the middle. Is it going to fall in? It does. Base hit. Duenas will score. But they're going to catch Velo trying to get to third base, but the run will count. So Anderson Miller did his job. Way to go, Mr. Miller. Hey, folks, they tie the ball game up 1-1. That's the third out, though, as they get Velo going for third. As you watch the replay here, that base hit gets in there, and they catch Velo heading for third. But they do tie the game up, and, folks, it's Miller time. We're headed to the 7th. Genomes 1, Dirty Birds 1. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball right after this. Top of the 7th inning, tie score here in Lexington, Kentucky. Dirty Birds 1, Genomes 1 as we begin the 7th inning. Scott Bertram comes to the plate, 241 batter facing Robbie Scott. First pitch low, ball 1. You know, something that I have enjoyed about tonight calling this baseball game is both pitchers now still in the game after 6 innings. And as we begin the 7th, we still have Robbie Scott on the mound. This pitch hit to second. Becker picks it up over to Dwayne Yez, and Dwayne Yez can't hold on to the ball. You got to be kidding me. The error will be on the throw from Becker. Can we get that replay, Maddie? Please, if she can, get it here, folks. But here's the replay. Wow. So, and just like that, the manager comes out and replaces Scott. That's how I felt growing up as a kid. My brother would do something wrong, and they'd come out and yell at me. But Robbie Scott gets a nice hand as he comes out of the game here. The fans really appreciated the work he did, and I can promise you the manager does as well. Well, we can't close the book on Robbie Scott just yet. He threw 83 pitches. 52 of those were strikes. He struck out 3. He allowed 1 run on 4 hits tonight and pitched an absolute spectacular game. You know, you only give up 1 run in 6 innings and 4 hits against guys that are professional baseball players. This is how they pay their bills. You're doing a great job. So, Robbie Scott, I tip my hand to you on a job well done, sir, and I can't wait to be here in the booth when you come back out for another one. We'll take a quick break here as they allow the new pitcher to warm up for the Genomes, and we'll be back with more Genomes baseball right after this. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Tie score here is the pitching change. Since Robbie Scott out of the game, Alejandro Chacin comes into the game. Chacin, former major leaguer from Maracay, Venezuela. And he hits the first player that comes up to bat here. Tyler Blom, the first baseman. Blom disgusted. I don't know why he's mad. It happens. That's only the second batter that Alejandro has hit this season. But then again, he's only pitched 7 innings. And here comes Angel Garcid. You know, you almost think he wanted to put a runner on first and second so he get the force out anywhere. This one popped up and fouled over the net all the way here to the scorer's box. So that foul ball makes it 0-1. And here's your trivia question tonight. Who did Alejandro Chacin make his major league debut with? And they're going to try to pick off the runner back at second. And I tell you what, he was safe by an eyelash as Chase Velo made a great throw down there off of the strike by Alejandro Chacin. He threw a strike, and so did Chase Velo. No balls, 2 strikes, as twice Garcet has tried to bunt. And now the 0-2 from Chacin. This one inside 1-2. Now your trivia question of the night. Whoa, they said it got him? I don't think so. Let's take a look at that one. Is there any way you can slow that down on that replay to see if that ball hit him? I say that was a good job on the pick there. I don't know. What do you guys think in the video booth? Did this hit his elbow? It didn't look like it changed trajectory at all. I think he made that one up, folks, because that ball, the blur was under the elbow. So the bases loaded now, nobody out. Strike 1 to Corey Dirty Bird. So Alejandro Chacin, you see right there on your screen, made his major league debut with the Cincinnati Reds back in 2017. Here's the 0-1. This one hit up the middle, double play ball to Blum, and they got him. So Mel Bauer to Becker, Becker to Duenas. They got 2 outs, but a run did score, and the Dirty Birds take a 2-1 lead, and that's small ball. That's what I'm talking about there. Boy, I tell you what, that was close at first base, guys. Watch this replay. That replay looked like he maybe pulled his foot off the bag. Watch the replay here, Hugh. Now watch the first baseman on this bat. Watch. Oh, whoa, just got it. Yeah, it was close. 2 outs. Genomes take a 2-1 lead on the double play ball there by Corey Bird. Scott Shipwreck Kelly comes up to the plate. This one in the dirt, ball 1. Chacin's fastball, 89 to 91 miles an hour. One on, 2 outs here as this one's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Went through the legs of Nick Heath over there in the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-1. Missing 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 on. Dirty Birds have scored 1 in the inning. That was batted in on a double play by Corey Bird, hit into a double play, and the runner scored. That one's strike 2 now to Kelly. Two balls, 2 strikes. They sure are. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning, but 1 run scores. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. Dirty Birds 2, Genomes 1. This is Genomes Baseball right here on the Genomes Radio Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. The Genomes trail 2-1 here as we begin the bottom of the seventh. The fans saying, "Take me out to the ball game," and hopefully that inspired the Genomes here to get these bats hot again so they can tie this thing up or maybe take the lead and get the win tonight. They are in the standings 2 games ahead of the Dirty Birds. They're in 3rd place. Dirty Birds in 4th. Lexington Legends in the bottom of the league at 5th. Melbauer at the plate, 0-1. He's got a 171 average, a home run and 4 RBI so far. Swing and a miss here. New pitcher on the mound, Francisco Carrillo. No balls, 2 strikes. Carrillo looks in and fires. Ball hit up into the air. And that one bounces up here as well. So another foul ball up here near the scorer's box. Francisco Carrillo, also from the beautiful country of Venezuela. You know, it's fascinating. Both the pitchers tonight, Hugh Davis, both pitchers in the game for both teams are from Maracay, Venezuela. Both pitchers came from the same hometown, Chacin and Carrillo. This one chopped to 3rd base and charging it but not able to get a hold of it is Burcham, and that's going to be a base hit for Clayton Melbauer, who's 0 for 2 on the night. So that's a much-needed and much-welcomed base hit for the shortstop. And now, tell me the town again. Pipapassus at the plate. Dalton Cornett from Pipapassus, Kentucky. He is the pride of Knott County. And small ball is in effect. They try to get the runner at second. Do they get him? No, he's safe. And that, Hugh Davis, is why I like small ball. Look what a tough play that is for the catcher to make. Look at that. I love it. And now runners at first and second. Nobody out here, bottom of the 7th. And the Genomes already threatening to score. And here's Luke Becker stepping up to the plate. He represents the top of the order. Becker singled to left twice tonight. He struck out once. But Becker has 9 home runs and 30 RBIs. He can add to his total right here if he can find the right pitch from Carrillo to hit. Wines fires. Deep right field, going back. Goodbye. Home run number 10 on the season for Luke Bye-Bye Becker. And just like that, the Genomes are up 4-2. Luke Becker with a 3-run home run, 440 feet. And the Genomes in the bottom of the 7th take a 4-2 lead. And the fans are cheering and celebrating, and they got something to celebrate as Luke Becker hits a 3-run home run that gives the Genomes a 4-2 lead over their South Division rival, the Dirty Birds. And this one ripped into right field for a base hit by Felix P.A. It goes to the wall. He rounds first, heads to second. Nobody's there. He's going to go in standing up. And I think it's safe to say the Genomes bats have warmed up, folks. as a former Chicago Cub outfielder doubles to right after the 3-run home run by Luke Becker. And now Jimmy Paredes comes into the game to join the hit parade as the catcher, Alfredo Gonzalez, goes up to chat with Francisco Carrillo. And it's interesting, though, Darnell Ray, the home plate umpire, did not go with him. So how can they decide whether or not this is going to be considered a mound visit? Still nobody out here, bottom of the 7th. Felix P.A. at second base. And Jimmy Paredes, who I would select as probably one of the most dangerous hitters on this team, steps into the batter's box. The left-handed DH tonight, normally at third base, amongst other positions. Carrillo checks his runner, kicks, and fires. That one in there for strike one, the off-speed pitch at 83 miles an hour. No balls, one strike. You can hear the fans now loosened up, chatting in the stands. Some smiles, some laughter as they've loosened up now that they've got a 2-run lead. Genomes lead here 4-2 in Lexington at Wild Health Field. Bottom of the 7th. Carrillo looks in. That's Felix P.A. you're looking at, number 12 there at second base. Gets a lead off. Ball goes to the wall. P.A. races for third, and there's not going to be a throw. So a passed ball allows Felix P.A. to get third base. And now a runner on third, still nobody out. And Paredes at the plate with a 1-2 count. Carrillo looking in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. Genomes 4. Dirty Birds 2. Swing and a miss here. And he'll get the strikeout. Paredes is the first out of the inning. He singled to right last time up. Couldn't do it again. Now, if there's anybody you want to pull for on this team right now, it's Chris Shaw. He has struck out all 3 times tonight. He has struck out 10 times in his last 12 plate appearances. And I think this is time for him to get out of this hitting slump. First pitch, he fouls off, strike 1. And I think this is the at-bat he's going to do it, folks. Some people you can count on as getting a hit. Some people you can count on as an out. Chris Shaw, it's safe to say in 3 games, has been in a slump. But I got a feeling he's going to break out of it right here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Shaw behind 0-2. Check swing. Nope. They say he didn't go round 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Felix P.A. at third, Chris Shaw at the plate. Here's the 1-2. And that one missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fans all having a good time now. They're having a good time before, but it always feels better when your team has got the lead. And Shaw stays alive. He fouls this one off. I can't cheer against Chris Shaw for anything. He's a nice guy. He's got a good attitude. He works hard. His mom and dad are watching tonight in Boston, Massachusetts. He comes from a good family, went to Boston College. Here's a 2-2. And he rips this ball down the right field line into the gap, into the corner, and it's foul. They call it foul. Boy, I tell you what, I got the feeling he's going to break out of this thing here in just a second, and I thought that was it. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Chris Shaw. Born October 20th, 1993 in Stoneham, Massachusetts. First round draft pick. And he fouls this one off, and he stays alive. Carrillo from the stretch, PA at third. And Shaw fouls this one off as well. And Coach Lindsay throws that ball to one of our fans in the stands. Let me tell you something. If you think that Coach Lindsay was a hire just to make people happy, they hired a woman as a batting coach, you'd be 100% wrong. She is fantastic, and I've listened to her do her coaching, and she is excellent. 2-2 outside, 3-2. That's the 9th pitch of this at-bat. Chris Shaw working this one. Started 0-2, fouled off. 4 pitches, now 3 balls. This will be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. He is going to break out of this thing right here. And there it goes. Deep center field. It's going to be a sacrifice fly for Shaw. PA takes off for home. The throw comes, and they got him. Boy, what a throw by that center fielder to get Felix PA. That was Nick Heath. As you watch the replay, he fires it in, and boy, I tell you what, he threw a perfect strike to get PA at home plate. But you know what? Chris Shaw did his job. He had the sacrifice fly to the center, and we just came out on the wrong end of that one. But the Genomes do take the lead 4-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. We're headed to the 8th. Genomes 4, Dirty Birds 2. We got 2 innings left, folks. Stay with us. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Radio Network. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Your Genomes take a 4-2 lead as they put 3 runs on the board in the bottom of the 7th on the strength of a Luke Becker 3-run home run to right center, 440 feet. And ball 1 now to Nick Heath. Nick Heath just threw that perfect strike from center field and got P.A., who tried to tag up on that fly ball by Shaw. This one outside, 2-0. Alejandro Chasen right there, the former Cincinnati Reds player from Venezuela on the mound for the Genomes. And this one inside, 3 balls, no strikes. This one fouled off. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Connor Justice chasing the foul ball down there and throwing it to the bat boy, the ball boy. So we start the top of the 8th here. 3-1 to Nick Heath, who is 0 for 3 tonight. And this one misses, and Heath will get on base for the first time tonight by drawing a walk. Connor Justice comes up to the plate, the shortstop. Justice has flown out to right field twice tonight and grounded out to the third baseman, Cornett. And it looks like the coach is headed out there. He's going to take the ball from Alejandro Chasen and make a pitching change here. We'll let him do it. We'll be right back with Genomes Baseball right here on the Genomes Radio Network. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Genomes lead here 4-2. They bring in the lefty, Luis Guzman. And it was a good move because They got a fast base runner in Nick Heath over there, the center fielder. And they had a right-hand pitcher in the game. So they bring in the lefty who can keep an eye on Nick Heath over there. Guzman also has a great pickoff move. And besides that, in 20 innings, he struck out 22. He's also a fantastic pitcher. And right away, he puts Nick Heath in check by throwing over to first base. Dueñez catches it, throws it back. And they thought by getting on Heath, they'd have an easy way around the bases, but not with Guzman on the mound. Here's the first pitch. High, ball one. Nick Heath fakes like he's going, and immediately Chase Veloz stands up. He's pointing out there to the shortstop, hey, you better be ready. Milbauer says, I got you. Nick Heath is probably going to go on one of two pitches. They throw back over to first. First base umpire, Michael Rash. 1 ball, no strikes to Connor Justice, who is 0 for 3 tonight. This one fired in there for, well, he said ball. I thought he said strike there. It looked like he called that a strike. Maybe not. 2 balls, no strikes officially. Luis Guzman on the mound, the lefty, 26-year-old. And strike one there as he throws that fastball down the middle. I don't know. What does that pitch speed say there? 79? That couldn't have been his fastball. Yeah, that wasn't his fastball then. Guzman, very interesting delivery as well. He's got a pause when he winds, and he his head is tilted back when he fires. That one misses high and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Connor Justice. The shortstop, the right-hander. Connor has flied out to right field twice and then grounded out to third base. Cornette threw him out. 3-1. Nick Heath trying to distract Guzman as you see him over there. That's why I call him the Dirty Birds, all these little dirty tricks. Although that's not true, it's fun to say. And Nick Heath's going to draw the walk. So Guzman comes into the game, throws 5 pitches, 4 of them miss. And just like that, the Dirty Birds with 2 on and nobody out for Nick Longhigh. Longhigh comes up. 1 for 3 tonight. 304 average. Rips it down the third base side foul. That's strike 1. Left fielder Chris Shaw runs up to grab that foul ball. And, of course, Chris throws it over there to one of the kids. Yeah, that's not Chris Shaw. That's Demetrius Moore out there, looks like, in left field now. So I'm glad that happened so we can see that. Yeah, Shaw's probably sitting, and now Demetrius Moore in the game. Glad to see that. Double play ball, chopped to the shortstop, over to 2, over to 1, and 2 down just like that as Guzman delivers the double play ball to Longhigh. He takes the bait. Melbauer grabs it, flips it to Becker. Becker over to Dueñez. And they got a runner on third with 2 outs now. And here's Alfredo Gonzalez, the catcher, with 2 outs. Runner on third, 2 outs. And the first pitch from Guzman misses. He's got that little 74-mile-an-hour changeup. Gonzalez also over 3 tonight, as was Justice when he came up. Well, he rips this one down the third base side foul. Nick Heath over there giving Gonzalez an earful as Nick Heath was leading off from third base. That ball almost hit him, and he said, "Hey, we're on the same team, man." You see Nick Heath there kind of shaking his little shoulders there, staying loose. Gonzalez, the catcher, a right-hander, 273 batting average. This one in the dirt, 2 balls, 1 strike. Nick Heath trying to scare him a little bit, pretending like he was coming for home. Two balls, 1 strike here. Top of the 8th inning in Lexington, Kentucky, between the Wild Health Genomes with 4 on the board and the Dirty Birds with 2, but threatening to score here with a runner on third and 2 outs. Here's the 2-1 to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss. Big swing there for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. When we go to the break here, we're going to have a beautiful view of the stadium when we come back out of the inning here, and hopefully you'll get a nice view of what our field looks like from the air. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Guzman sets, kicks, and delivers. This one fouled back, and that one goes into one of the suites as well. Two balls, 2 strikes. Luis Guzman shares his name with the Puerto Rican actor, Luis Guzman, who's been in a huge number of movies. Also one of the funniest actors, but also plays some serious roles, can be fantastic. Like he played in Traffic. He was great in that role as well. And, of course, he played in the Vacation movie as the Mexican policeman who stops the Griswold family as they try to leave. So he can play funny roles, serious roles. He's been in the Godfather of Harlem series on Epix. He's done fantastic in that as well. Very talented actor. But I bet he can't throw pitches like this, Luis Guzman. Here's the payoff pitch. And it's going to be high, ball 4. Guzman doesn't like it. And that makes things a little tougher. And if you're the catcher, you just tell him, hey, let's get the runner or let's get the batter. Don't worry about the runners. Let's just get the guy at the plate. Coach heads out there for a mound visit. Luis Guzman from Caracas, Venezuela. Telling Chase Velo, hey guys, look, let's focus on the batter. Let's get him out. Don't worry about the runners. Guzman played for the Tiburones de la Guaira. Tiburones de la Guaira. Played for the Dirty Birds at one time last year before he was traded. At the time, the Dirty Birds were called the West Virginia Power. Also played for the Grand Junction Rockies, part of the Colorado Rockies farm system. And now stepping up to the plate is Scott Burcham. 240 average. He's 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch from Guzman in there for strike 1. So with 2 outs, runners on first and third. For the Dirty Birds, Scott Burcham at the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Runner goes. No throw. They're not concerned about the runners. They're focused on the batter here. If they get this batter out, the runners don't count. They don't matter. That ball misses, so it's 1-1 now to Burcham. Burcham's flew out to right field 2 times tonight, and then he reached on an error the last time he was at the plate. Here's the 1-1 from Guzman. Oh, that one just misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. You know, Hugh, I'm from the school of thought where in this position, second and third, give the guy something to hit and let your fielders do their job. Throw strikes. If he hits it, your fielders will do their job. If he misses, you did your job. But either way, throw strikes. There we go. Ground ball picked up. And no play there as it was bobbled between third and short. And in that scenario, as you watch the replay here, the third baseman charged it like he was going to get it. Melbauer thought Cornett was going to grab it. So Melbauer wasn't prepared when Cornett just ran in front of the ball and left him to do the work. So a miscommunication allows Scott Burcham to reach safely. Nick Heath scores a run, and Gonzalez goes to third. You got to be kidding me, guys. You gotta communicate out there. Now runners at first and third. It's a 1-run ball game. Tyler Blom comes to the plate. 313 average, 1 for 2 tonight. He's walked as well. He grounded out to short. This one in the dirt. He got a base hit to third base. He was hit by a pitch earlier in the game. One ball, no strikes. Top of the 8th inning. He rockets this one foul. Boy, I tell you what, that came close to hitting a fan. If it didn't hit one, I'm surprised. And everybody seems to be okay, and that's a blessing there. Glad everybody's all right. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Runners at first and third for the Dirty Birds. They trail 4-3 to the Genomes. The Genomes with a 2-game lead on the Dirty Birds in the standings. Drew Fagley sneezes behind me, and I feel a cool mist hit my neck. Glad all of you could hear that. And here comes a 1-1 from Guzman. That one outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Angel Garcet on deck. Corey Bird in the hole for the Dirty Birds. Genomes trying to make chicken wings out of these guys. Here's the 2-1 from Guzman. Missing 3-1. Tyler Blom, the first baseman, the right-hander, actually leaned into that pitch. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Lexington, Kentucky, beautiful sunset to our left. We're going to give you a shot of that when we go to the break here. This one, chop foul down the third baseline. Nice little catch there by that fan. He caught the ground ball. Hey, look, they both got a ball tonight. Trivia question. How many baseballs are hit foul in an average game? 104. Correct. Cheyenne Wadka, the home plate camera, got it. There's 104 foul balls per 9-inning game. Here's the payoff. This one ripped foul as well into the bushes, bounces out and into the bleacher area in the kid zone. Oh, look at that. Dirty Bird catcher. See him there? He tried to steal that souvenir from one of our fans, but they got it. Good job, kids. Don't let those Dirty Birds get that ball from you. Runners on first and third. Burcham at first, Gonzalez at third, Blom at the plate. 3-2, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Genomes holding on to a 1-run lead at this moment. Guzman, the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Now look at that. How about that play? Folks, that's what makes coming to the ballpark fun, you know? Even Mom got a foul ball tonight. Good for you, Mama. Beautiful night. Orange sunset, colors of red and yellow to our left here. Here's the 3-2 payoff once again. They fire over to first instead. Almost got him. Close play over there at first base where Burcham had a big lead. Runners, of course, going on the 3-2 every time. Don't know why we're throwing and chancing a throw that misses and goes past the first baseman. 3-2, 2 outs with a runner on third. Right to the shortstop, and what a catch by Melbauer. And the Bellarmine University alumni comes through for the Genomes with a diving catch. As you watch a replay, bam, got it. And that'll end the threat, but they do get 1 run. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. Your Genomes 4, the Dirty Birds 3. We'll be back with the bottom of the 8th right after this. Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Radio Network. Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky, folks. Wild Health Field. What a gorgeous sunset we have right now as you look at your television screen there. The Wild Health Genomes as we begin the bottom of the 8th lead here 4-3. Great camera work there by our fantastic crew and our technical director, Adam Marson. And that one there was Jeremy Bodner. So great job by Jeremy Bodner with that beautiful overhead look at the stadium tonight. 4-3 lead here, Genomes. Samir Dueñez comes back up to the plate. Dueñez tonight 0 for 3, looking to get his first hit of the night. 244 average on the season. Kevin Segrist, the new pitcher on the mound. Kevin Segrist, they call him Siegs, is a former Major League Baseball player. Played for the St. Louis Cardinals at one point. I should say was drafted by St. Louis in 2008. He played college at West Palm Beach State College in Lake Worth, Florida. He was the St. Louis 41st round pick. He has played in the big leagues, though. And swing and a miss here. 2-2 as Samir Dueñez loses his footing. He swung so hard at that thing. That's called swinging out of your shoes, folks. Segrist, though, a 6'5", 230-pound pitcher. He had a pretty decent career as a major leaguer. I mean, he had a winning record. He was 18-10 overall. This one misses. Count goes full 3-10 or 3-2 to Dueñez. But yeah, Segrist had a winning record when he played in the major leagues, and he pitched several seasons. I think 5 seasons, for the St. Louis Cardinals. 3-2. Swing and a miss here, and Dueñez goes down on strikes as he can't catch up to the 90-mile-an-hour fastball from Kevin Segrist. So one down here, bottom of the 8th. Genomes with a 4-3 lead. And now Chase Below, the catcher, comes to the plate. He's having a good night so far. He's 2 for 3 with a couple singles. He flew out to center field. Nobody on, 1 out. Segrist on the mound for the Dirty Birds. Below, the catcher for the Genomes at the plate. And the first pitch is a 90-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 1. Chase Below with 8 home runs on the season, 21 RBIs. Also has one of the coolest names. Chase Below hits this one, a pop fly up in the air that's going to sail behind us, foul. The word velo is actually Greek for dollars, so Chasing Dollars is his name. I made that up. I have no idea, Dave. Still a cool name, though. Here's the 0-2 from Segrist. Swing and a miss. 2 people in a row now. 2 batters in a row have been struck out by the former big leaguer from the St. Louis Cardinals. He's thrown 7 pitches. And he struck out 2. 8 pitches, actually. Struck out 2 with them. Anderson Miller steps back up. Guy that I'm proud to call a close personal friend. And by close personal friend, I mean I've talked to him twice. 294 average on the season. It continues to climb, though. He has truly, folks, gotten better with every bat. He was batting in the 100s, then the 200s. Now he's up to 294, almost 300 on the season with 3 home runs and 21 RBIs. And tonight he's 2 for 2. And he rips this one to the shortstop. They're not going to be able to get him as he races down the line. Base hit, Anderson Miller. He would have beat that throw out anyway as he raced down the line. And he's 3 for 3 tonight with 3 singles and a walk. the Lexington, Kentucky native. As you watch the replay here, he knew he didn't have that one. Now Clayton Melbauer comes to the plate. The shortstop, he ended the inning with that leaping grab in the top of the eighth to end the scoring threat. First pitch to him is going to be high, ball one. 1 on, 2 outs for the Genomes. We're in the last 10 days of the first half of the season for the Atlantic League. This pitch fired in there for a strike. 90-mile-an-hour fastball from Kevin Segrist. We've got about 10, 11 days before the first half of the season comes to an end. 66 games is the first half. 66 games in the second half. Swing and a miss here. Does that sound right? Is that right, Hugh? 66 per half? So what, 124 game season then, right? What is that? 132? All right, I was just testing your math. I knew it. I was seeing if you all knew it. Runner goes. Miller, he's going to be there in plenty of time. He was already standing up by the time the ball got there. He actually fixed a sandwich when he got there. And finally the throw got there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and now a runner in scoring position for the Genomes. Or as Cheyenne calls them, the Gnomes. The Garden Gnomes. Big leadoff for Miller. This one inside, 3-2 the count. Cheyenne also leads our camera operators in dirty looks when I give a sarcastic comment. She's laughing now, but trust me, that's not going to be for long. See, there it is right there. There's another one. Hey, we got a laugh at her. That's pretty good. Here's a 3-2. And that one ripped deep left field, and my gosh, did it look like it was gone, but it kept sailing foul. Clayton Melbauer just about had his second home run in his very young professional career. The Louisville native played for his hometown, Bellarmine University. 3-2. 2 outs, runner at second. Miller right there, number 30 on your screen. And he pops this one up. It's sailing foul. They won't be able to make a play. And it hits the hot dog salesman. He drops his hot dogs, but everybody else seems okay. And the kids are running in all directions, scrambling to get the hot dogs. Melbauer, much better than that 194 batting average shows. I think he's just getting his feet wet. He was playing college baseball when this season started for the Genomes. And he fouls this one back, and you can see why they signed him, though. I mean, literally, in May of this year, he was still playing college baseball for Bellarmine, and here we are in a month and a half later, and he's out here on a professional diamond getting paid to play baseball. And another 3-2 payoff from Segrist. Swing and a miss. He finally got him that time with an 84-mile-an-hour cutter. That'll end the eighth. But the Genomes still clinging on to a 4-3 lead here, folks. We're headed to the ninth. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Radio Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field. As we begin the final inning here, the Genomes clinging to a 4-3 lead over their division rival, the Dirty Birds from Charleston, West Virginia. Tim Peterson on the mound now for the Genomes, the former New York Mets reliever. Throws that baseball away, says, "Give me a new Drake." Atlantic League President Rick White did a great interview talking about how they came up with the Drake baseball. Used to buy all their balls from Rawlings. Now all the players in the league love this new baseball better than they like the Rawlings ball. This one fired in there for a strike, 1-1. As a matter of fact, Frank Viola, the former major leaguer and High Point Rockers pitching coach, said he prefers the Drake baseball. 1-1 the count to Angel Garcid. Garcid rips this one foul, and the count goes 1-2. Clay Louis Rondon at third base now for the Genomes. Demetrius Moore has come into the game. He's playing left field. That's a good move out there to have him. You got a lot of speed out there now with PA, Miller, and Moore. Anderson Miller in center, Felix PA in right. The stolen base leader on the team in left. This pitch missing from Tim Peterson. It's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Angel Garcid. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Peterson looks in. Garcid was hit by a pitch his last time up. And the 2-2 in there. Strike 3 called. Garcid knew it. He goes down on strikes looking. He's actually the first player tonight to go down on strikes looking. Everybody else tonight that's been struck out has swung. I'll let you know, though, Tim Peterson played for the Mets, buddy. He's got some good stuff there. And once again, Corey Bird comes to the plate. And our DJ, Will Painter, plays the song that Corey Bird requested, Barbie Girl. He hits this a mile high in the air to center field. Miller settles under it and makes the catch. Tell you what, if that ball was straight and not straight up in the air, it would have been long gone. But as it is, that's just a big pop fly for out number 2. So the Genomes, 1 out away from winning their second in a row. The Dirty Birds, 1 out away from losing their second in a row. And Peterson from Puyallup, Washington on the mound. The former University of Kentucky Wildcat pitcher looking to close this game out here for the Genomes. And Scott Kelly looks at a pitch down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 9th, 2 outs. This one fouled off. And the count goes 1-1. Folks, if you're watching the game at home tonight, let me just say on behalf of all of us here in Wild Health Field, and behalf of the Lexington or the Kentucky Wild Health Genome Organization, thank you for joining us tonight watching Genomes Baseball. We appreciate you watching and being one of our viewers tonight. We encourage you and tell you to come on out and bring the family to a baseball game. Enjoy the ballpark out here. It's one of the most beautiful minor league ballparks in the United States. I'm sure of that. But more than that, you'll have time with your family, and you'll go home with smiles all around. This one just missing inside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Scott Kelly. Dirty Birds down to their final 2 strikes of the evening. Peterson hoping to close the book on him. Peterson fires. This one popped up into the air. Demetrius Moore coming up, calls off the shortstop, makes the catch. And this game is over, folks. The Kentucky Wild Health Genomes win tonight. 4 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. The Dirty Birds, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. With the win, the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes go to 27-28, just a game under 500. With the loss, the Charleston Dirty Birds fall to 24-33, and now the Genomes have a 3-game lead on the Dirty Birds in the division. Well, let me say on behalf of everybody here and on behalf of DJ, our DJ was Will Painter. Will Painter had double duty as usual. He was also our public address announcer. Drew Fagley came up and assisted us up here in the booth as well. On the cameras tonight, Cheyenne Wadka. We also had Logan Weiler on the video board. Jeremy Bodner had the roving camera. Aiden Mills, Clay Connor, Sam Wallace-Smith. Our technical director was Adam Marson. Matty Robinson was on replay. Our stringer was Dave Kaplan. Hugh Davis was our official scorer. You enjoy the light show there for the Genomes win as they win 4-3. We'll be back tomorrow. First pitch at 6:40. I'm Steve Tressler. Thanks for joining us and watching Genomes baseball. That's all for tonight, folks. We'll see you tomorrow night, 6:40 first pitch, as the Genomes play Game 2 versus the Dirty Birds. This has been Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Radio Network. We'll see you guys tomorrow night, and go Genomes!